gets it all hydrated, because oftentimes it's just because it's not taking in any water. Alright, and there we go. I don't want a lot of lettuce. What happens when a skelly boy drinks anything? That's how you make lettuce strands? It falls out of his rib cage. Well, yeah, I can imagine like if you go to like school and they got the skeleton hanging by like a pole for like anatomy, and you just open its jaw and you pour something, and it's just the classic. Like it'll somehow go to its throat instead of just straight through its jaw and then fall through its entire body. Like the laws of physics only apply at the mouth. I just had a, excuse me, poopsicle. Got a bowl for this. Lettuce strands in, done. Get off me. There we go. A little bit of lettuce strands in the fridge. You do not want to let your lettuce or any sort of vegetable kind of stay, or green rather. Some vegetables can stay out, but green vegetables stay in the fridge. Your tomatoes, actually depending on how you're gonna use them, you might not want to refrigerate tomatoes, because if you ever look to like where you buy tomatoes at the store, they don't actually keep them in the refrigerated section. They keep them at room temp, because the cold kind of it affects their overall texture. Just a tip. Speaking of tips, we're moving on to, no, we'll keep the bread, to the chicken, the main ingredient, the spotlight ingredient of this recipe, I think. We've got chicken tenders. All right, let me tell you guys about chicken tenders. All right, listen. A chicken technically only has 2 tenders to it. So you've got the whole chicken, right? And then it's got the 2 chicken breasts, and then there's a little piece on like the side of the chicken breast that if you cut it or tear it, that's the actual tender. Now you could take the whole chicken breast and cut it into like strands and call them chicken tenders, but it's not the real tender part, or by name, not by like texture. So I'll grab, or I'll show you a piece here in a bit. I've got it marinating. It looks gross or whatever, but this is just buttermilk, a little bit of pickle juice, salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, paprika, what's the other red one? Chili pepper, a little bit of that, and something else. Oh, celery seeds. There we go. That's a new ingredient in my cabinet, in my repertoire. But it's been marinating. It keeps the chicken juicy, keeps it tender. So, to that, I'm actually gonna get the oven preheated now, or not the oven. I'm gonna keep doing that. That is peanut oil mixed with also some other old oil, but it's still good for frying. About medium heat. We're gonna get it to 375. While it preheats, we're gonna get this chicken breaded, yo. So let's go. More meal prep. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned the condiments of a pub sub, but it's really just mayo and mustard. You don't put ketchup. God, don't put ketchup in a sub like that. I can't think of any like sandwich that you would put ketchup in. Am I like freaking out right now? A burger is a sandwich technically. You can put ketchup in that, but don't put ketchup in this. Ketchup has its places. There's smoke coming out from underneath the stove. Okay, we're fine. We're okay. I do only want the egg whites from this. I'm gonna try that. I can like shake it. Okay, so let's again readjust the camera. Hello, hello, hello. Egg. Crack it. Break it. Let the egg white fall. Balance the yolk back and forth between the halves of the egg. That's the egg white. I hate to waste this, but I don't have any use for the egg yolk. And the other. Again, simple crack in half. So these eggs that I bought, their whites are a little runny, but otherwise it's pretty, I mean, it's what you expect from an egg. Okay. And we're good. That is the egg whites only. Let me wash my hands for a sec. Okay, and I'm gonna eat the last of this lemon tart here. I'm starving. Oh no, the crust. I also have chicken pot pie in the fridge. I made that a couple days ago too. But man, I just really wanted a chicken tender sub. Okay. Marinating chicken. The wet component of the dredge, that's the stuff that gets the outside crust of crispy fried chicken. But we need the dry component, and that's gonna be flour, mostly. I'm gonna eyeball this. Enough flour. Let's do, so that's like 1.5 cups. Yeah, good. To that, I'm gonna add some cornstarch. Again, eyeballing all this. So, actually there's only a little bit left, so I'm just gonna, that's probably like 1/4 cup even. And we're out of cornstarch. If you need it, just buy egg whites in a bottle so you don't waste egg yolks. That's a good point. However, 99 times out of 100, I guess, I do need the egg yolks. It's just for this recipe, I read about using just egg whites, but I do like that. I do like that tip because it doesn't waste the yolks. 9 times out of 10, yeah, I would have done that. But we'll see if this makes